got to love the matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers, and it is starting to heat up. I'm going to explain what I mean by that here in a moment. If you haven't subscribed and you are new to the channel, please take a second, hit that subscribe button. Okay, so let's get into it. The Green Bay Packers, they've had the upper hand on Minnesota since these two teams have been meeting up. 66 wins, 58 losses, 3 ties. The Packers looking to extend that 66 count to 67 and hand Minnesota their first loss of the season. Leave your comments. Let me know, who is your most dreaded opponent that the Packers play. In my opinion, since I've grown up, it's the Detroit Lions. I hate the Detroit Lions. A lot of people have grown to hate the Minnesota Vikings. They're neck and neck with Detroit, in my opinion. Leave your comments. Let me know, what is your biggest rivalry for the Green Bay Packers. It, of course, I feel is the Minnesota Vikings, but I just hate Detroit. So you got to love the matchup, though, between Justin Jefferson and Jair Alexander. One of the more exciting matchups to watch in the entire NFL is these two guys going at it. These two guys love to run their mouth, but they've been able to back it up too with their play. Justin Jefferson off to a solid start this season. 14 receptions, 273 yards, 3 touchdowns. Of course, that's with Sam Darnold throwing to him. So those are super impressive numbers. Jair Alexander, 2 picks, 1 pick 6 on the year. But again, these two guys love to meet up and go against each other. They're already starting to run their mouths. Justin Jefferson had this to say. He says, "I'm going to get my Getty in the end zone." I'm not tripping on all that. I'm excited for the matchup. So he's making a bold statement there, saying that he's going to be doing a dance at the Packers end zone after he scores. So that's a pretty bold claim against Jair Alexander and the Green Bay Packers defense. Got to remember, Justin Jefferson, this is a Green Bay defense that he has not seen yet under Jeff Hafley, and he's going to have Xavier McKinney in the backdrop of this defense. So this is going to be not as easy as he may think against Jair and company. So since these two guys have been meeting up, they've had mixed results here in it says right here in this article, in home games versus Green Bay. In 2021 and 2022, Justin Jefferson had a combined 19 receptions for 353 yards, 4 touchdowns. Those are big numbers. An average of 9.5 receptions, 176.5 yards, and 2 touchdowns per contest. However, on the other 5 games, Justin Jefferson has 17 total receptions for 184 yards, no touchdowns. Those are pedestrian averages at 3.4 catches per game, 36.8 yards, and no touchdowns. But it goes on to say that the crown jewel for the Green Bay came in week 17 of 2022 campaign when Alexander followed Jefferson all game and held him to just 1 catch, 15 yards. If you remember that game, that was a super awesome game. I loved it. I love that Jair backed up some of his talk there. Jefferson entered that game with 123 receptions for 1,756 yards. He was looking to get 2,000 yards that year. He fell short, mainly in part due to, that matchup, that game killed him, only getting 15 yards. I'm super excited about this matchup. I'm super excited about this rivalry. But again, Justin Jefferson going to be getting a different look out there than what he's used to under Jeff Hafley's stiff defense. This is a team that has averaged 3 turnovers per game. Packers are looking to extend that. Hopefully, Jair gets one of those against Justin Jefferson. Leave your comments. Let me know what your most hated and dreaded rival opponent is. For me, it's the Detroit Lions. And as always, go Pack, go.